me kill you. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
Hello, my friends. It's been a very long time since I've done a video. There's been a lot of reasons for that, but I think the main reason, the really main reason, is the fact that my phone, which I primarily use as my camera for these videos, was in a state of decline, and it declined too much. So what you're seeing now is essentially a video shot with my new phone, which is very bougie phone indeed. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here to see the democracy. Yeah, this is the Star Harbor Democracy, and I bought this from a seller on Facebook, and it came installed with Golden Harvest version 3, and it is beautiful. We start with this marvelous emitter, and if we take a look at the underside, you can see it has this teeny tiny little blade retention screw right there. So that's why I'm not removing the blade, because it's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with that. There's another retention screw probably holding the NeoPixel pin set, or whatever you want to call it. Now this has the type of pin set, I believe it's called a stock, which illuminates the open cavity when you have the blade out, so you can just pop in a blade plug and it illuminates without having to have any special kind of extra doodads and features and whatnot. I just happen to have a blade plug that fits perfectly in here and looks really good, and I kind of wanted to show that to you, but like I said, I did not want to fiddle this teeny tiny little blade retention screw. So you have to acknowledge that this is a full-on thin neck saber. Check out this thin neck. It's powder coated, and it looks great. It has this little I don't know, little ridgeal type effect on the circular section above and directly below this little middle part thing here. I don't know, I like it. And then most of the details are picked out in black. The two switches here illuminate, and they reflect the color of the blade. So if you select a specific blade color, these change color. Actually, pretty much just this one, which is the main power switch, illuminates. This is the auxiliary switch, and it only illuminates somewhat. And I think it just kind of benefits from how bright this one illuminates, because that one illuminates somewhat less. Right here, that line, see that line? That line right there. See it? That line. That's where this whole section unscrews from the rest of it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's naked, when this is off, when it's bottomless saber. And okay, so grip section, and then this other section of the hilt, and another grip section. This is really stupidly comfortable in the hand. It's just it's phenomenal. This is such a comfortable and well balanced and light lightsaber. It's a light lightsaber. Yeah. And then you get to this pommel. Now, this pommel kind of reminds me of the pommel on my. I have a Vader's Vault Ardent, and this is very much like the Ardent pommel, and I like it. It's not sharp, nothing sharp on this hilt. It's very Very, very refined and smooth and not sharp and comfy in the hand, and you can't really complain too much. Well, you could, but then you'd just be lying to yourself because it is not uncomfortable at all. Nice venting here. So it's got the venting action going on. The speakers, resides about here-ish, and has pretty good sound. I believe the speaker is probably of the 28 mil variety, though I don't know the exact brand. So we have a 3D printed chassis, built-in kill key, or kill switch, not key, switch, just a switch, and this kills the battery power to the rest of the Saber so as to preserve battery power. It kind of looks like this chassis was designed to accommodate an OLED screen. This is just, that's just plastic right there. But I think that was the intention. Now, as far as the threading goes, when you thread the bottom part of the hilt, the handle, onto here, it threads very smoothly, and the CoverTech wheel, as you can see there, the CoverTech wheel lines up pretty much perfectly dead center with the retention screw here, and so you don't have to have any kind of timing shims or anything like that to get perfect alignment. It's just designed that perfectly that it has perfect alignment. Huzzah. So there's your lithium-ion 18650 battery, and this just pops right out. You have to recharge it the old-fashioned way. There's your Golden Harvest version 3 soundboard with the micro SD card that you remove and load up with sound files. Let you take a look inside there. Woo! And there's the speaker. Very bassy. Yeah. Quite lovely. So, you can see inside here. There you go. Okay, so let us switch this on. Currently, I have the Saber set to BK Saber Sounds Relectron. Let's see if I can do this without making a fool of myself. One-handed. I don't think that's going to work, but you get the gist. Yeah. So currently Star Harbor, which has an Etsy store, is on a bit of a hiatus while the owner is in the process of moving. So I don't remember the exact date that he said he was going to reopen, but it's probably not much more than a month away. So, if you want to grab yourself, a democracy, I imagine that you should be able to grab one of these hilts. They, of course, come empty, and you'll have to have it installed. But he has other designs as well, and I'm highly anticipating the reopening of that store because based on what I've experienced here, just the quality of the build, this is pretty much top of the line Saber goodness, and I'm quite pleased with this thing. I bought it kind of on an impulse. I mean, how else do you buy a Saber? Mostly on impulse, right? Yeah. But when I saw this thing, I had to have it. And let's turn her on here. Yeah, there we go. There we go, baby. So the auxiliary switch activates the blaster deflect, and the way this is set up is you hold it, release, tap, and that gives you your lockup. Tap it again, lockup off. Pretty simple. It's not set for gesture control. Stab works. Flashes. Holding auxiliary and swinging activates the force effect. I haven't figured out how to do the I haven't figured out how to do drag yet. But volume control, hold auxiliary.
Volume control activated.
While the saber's pointed down, and with a NeoPixel, it shows you where we're going to land with the volume. So I usually go about 2/3 of the way.
Volume adjusted.
Just hold the or just tap the auxiliary switch to lock that in. And there you go. Changing fonts is pointing the saber up, hitting the auxiliary switch.
Sound menu. Darth Chair.
And that allows you to
Our time has come.
cycle through the sound fonts.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Yeah.
Induction.
Everything's gonna be alright, kid.
Oh, let's try this one. And we'll try one more for size.
Sound menu.
All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command.
And there you have it. The Star Harbor Democracy. This is truly a remarkable hilt. Measures in from the end of the emitter here to the end of the pommel at 12 1/8 inches approximately. Diameter, I don't know. I didn't measure it. It's not really what my channel's about. I'm not a details guy. I'm just here you go, take a look at it. Doesn't that look cool kind of guy? That's kind of how I roll. Anybody who's been watching my videos for a long time knows that I play it kind of loose. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this thing has turned out to be one of my a real banger of a saber. It's one of my favorites right now. One of my favorite thin necks. Currently, it's been all about my Saber Trio Aaron. I've rediscovered that saber because I actually just bought a custom-made blade from another Etsy store called Breezy Saber Company, and he made me a 31-inch NeoPixel blade, very, very lightweight, that I was going to use in this hilt, but unfortunately UPS was kind of they were acting very, very typically UPS-ish, and it was taking forever for that blade to show up, so I repurposed the blade from my Aaron, put it on this hilt, and it's been perfect, and that was kind of a nice custom blade that I can't remember who made that for me. It may have been Saber Bay or somebody like that. But the other blade works very good on my Aaron, and so I got a bunch of thin neck action going on. So yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on quite long enough. So let's wrap up this video, and then the video will be wrapped up. It's been a while. I'm out of practice. So I'm going to put the link to this guy's Etsy store, even though it's closed. And you can go and, well, you you can't buy a saber from him just yet, but eventually you'll be able to. He also has a Facebook presence, so I think I'll put the link to that as well. Give the guys some props. And yeah, so there you have it. The Star Harbor Democracy. It's a gem. It's yeah, I'm quite fond of this saber, as I've said. So I'm gonna go away now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment if you have criticisms. I welcome them. If you want to talk about this saber or anything in general, please, by all means, let me know. All right. In the meantime, please subscribe, like, comment. I said that. Share, all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.